What's up, my beautiful friends? Happy Wednesday. I just got done being unplugged for like 30 hours. I went up in the mountains with my son. We went hiking as we looked for deer, and then we spent the night in a tent, and I just had the most beautiful time with him, unplugged, out of service, absolutely incredible. And I know you've heard me say this before, but it's important to rest and not quit when you're striving for the goals that you have in your life. So I have a message that I want to share with you guys real quickly today, and it's from my Growth Day app, listening to Anthony Trucks. And I've heard him talk about this before, but it's called the dark work. He talks about the dark work, and Anthony is a former NFL player. He calls it not for long, so he had to make some huge pivots and shifts in his life after the NFL, and I'm super inspired by him. But he talks about the dark work, and he says, I've done too much work in the dark to not win in the light. I've done too much work in the dark to not win in the light. And that's exactly how I feel. And I want you to remember that right now. Maybe you're in a shift and a pivot in your life where you need to make that pivot, make that shift. And I want you to know that you are fully capable of going to the next level of your life because you've been doing the dark work. You've been getting up, you've been meditating, you've been exercising, you've been eating properly, you've been reading your scriptures, you've been journaling, you've been writing your goals, you've been doing the dark work, you've been showing up. It's doing the work in the dark that nobody sees. And you've done so much of that it's impossible for you not to win in the light. So as I want you to think about this, like I've had so many people say, how can you be so confident going out with this new adventure, partnering with Justin Prince and Make Wellness and building a team and now making the decision, like, I'm going to keep this dream home. I'm going to keep this vision. I'm going to keep growing and learning and have the desire to serve other people. How can you be so confident in that? My friends, I'm confident in that because I've done the dark work. I've read over 500 personal development books. I've listened to tens of thousands of hours of podcasts on personal development, mindset, relationships, marriage, finances, everything that you could possibly think of. I've woke up and I've done my workouts I exercise daily for 15 years consistently. I've consistently worked on my nutrition. I've consistently gotten up early and written out my goals, written out my vision, written out my thoughts and gotten those out on paper and done the inner personal development work that I've done, as Anthony Trucks would say, the dark work. So I cannot not win because I've done that. So I want to remind you that this is your time. This is your time to shine. You've done the work. You've done the dark work. It's time to pivot. It's time to get on board with yourself and know that you are capable of going after whatever you set your mind to. I hope you guys take this message and you take it into your life. And if maybe you listen to this message, you're like, but I haven't done the dark work. Make the decision to do that dark work, to work harder than anybody else, to show up and do that work that doesn't, here's the hard thing. Here's the thing about dark work. It doesn't get celebrated. No one's going to clap their hands for you when you get up, write your goals and write your visions. Nobody's clap for you when you do your workout in the morning before the kids get up. No one's going to clap for you for every little thing that you do to move your life forward. So that it's going to be challenging in that aspect. But my friend, it's time for you to start putting in that work.